Evolution has created crabs 5 times, not 5 species, 5 separate evolutionary events. A shrimp-like creature evolves for millions of years. Boom, crab, a completely unrelated lobster thing, does its own evolutionary path. Boom, also a crab. Scientists call it carcinization, nature's obsession with making crabs, and we don't fully understand why. Stay until the end. One group of crabs is eating dinosaurs. Wait, wrong script. Stay anyway. This pattern is terrifying. Evolution doesn't have goals, it doesn't plan. Random mutations either help you survive or they don't. Most die, a few succeed. But when the same body plan evolves 5 separate times from completely different ancestors, that's not coincidence. That's a pattern. And patterns in evolution mean something about that design is superior. These aren't close relatives converging. These are distant cousins in the crustacean family tree independently discovering the same solution. The crab shape, flat shell, tucked tail, sideways walking legs. Evolution has been running this experiment for 200 million years, and it keeps hitting the crab button. Number 5. Porcelain crabs asterisk, the delicate imposters that aren't crabs at all. Porcelain crabs look like crabs, they act like crabs, they scuttle sideways like crabs, but they're not crabs. They evolved from squat lobsters, completely separate lineage. 150 million years ago, during the age of dinosaurs, a group of squat lobsters began flattening out. Their bodies widened, their tails tucked underneath, their legs spread to the sides. Scientists can tell them apart if they look carefully. Porcelain crabs have only 3 pairs of visible walking legs, the 4th pair is tiny and hidden. True crabs have 4 visible pairs, but to predators, to competitors, they're indistinguishable from crabs. This is convergent evolution at its most precise. Separate ancestry, same solution. The crab body plan works so well that evolution found it independently, millions of years apart. Porcelain crabs prove the crab shape isn't exclusive to crabs. It's a design any crustacean can discover. Number 4. Stone crabs asterisk, the hairy deceivers from the Indo-Pacific. Not the stone crabs you eat in restaurants. These are Lomicidae, another group of false crabs that independently evolved the crab shape from non-crab ancestors. They're covered in hair-like bristles. They live in deep rocky crevices, and they're so convincingly crab-shaped that scientists initially classified them as true crabs. They're not. Genetic analysis revealed the truth. Stone crabs split from the crab family tree millions of years before true crabs even existed. Then they independently flattened, widened, and tucked their tails. The crab shape gave them the same advantages true crabs enjoy: protection, stability, the ability to wedge into tight spaces where predators can't reach. Evolution looked at a non-crab and said, you know what would help being a crab? Number 3. Coconut crabs asterisk, hermit crabs that abandoned shells and became land crabs instead. Coconut crabs are the largest land arthropods on Earth. 9 pounds, 3 feet across, strong enough to crack coconuts, strong enough to crack bones. But they start life as hermit crabs, living in borrowed snail shells like their ancestors. Then something changes. As adults, they abandon the shells, their exoskeletons harden, their bodies flatten and widen. They've recarcinized. Hermit crabs originally decarcinized, they gave up the crab shape to live in shells. Coconut crabs reversed that, they went back to being crab-shaped but bigger, stronger, terrestrial. This is evolution running the crab experiment in both directions. Crabs became hermit crabs became land crabs. The crab shape keeps reappearing because it keeps working. And yes, there are documented cases of coconut crabs eating seabirds. They're opportunistic predators with crushing claws and no fear. The crab body plan, scaled up, becomes an apex predator. Coconut crabs are evolution's proof that you can leave the crab life, but the crab life finds you again. Number 2. King crabs asterisk, the restaurant giants that evolved from hermit crabs. King crabs are enormous. They're the ones seafood restaurants charge hundreds of dollars for. They look exactly like true crabs, flat bodies, hard shells, powerful claws. But cut one open and you'll see the truth. Their internal organs are lopsided, asymmetrical. Their reproductive systems are twisted to one side like a hermit crab's. Because that's what they are. King crabs evolved from hermit crabs that got too big for borrowed shells. Over millions of years they stopped using shells, their bodies hardened, they flattened out, they became crabs. Externally they're symmetrical, they walk like crabs, they hunt like crabs, but internally they're still carrying the genetic legacy of life in spiral shells. Evolution never fully erased their hermit crab past. Today king crabs dominate cold northern waters. Alaska, Russia, Japan. They're apex scavengers and predators weighing up to 25 pounds with leg spans reaching 6 feet. This is carcinization at industrial scale. Hermit crabs that became so successful as crabs that humans built entire fishing industries around them. Evolution took a shell borrower and turned it into a monster, all by making it a crab. Number 1. True crabs asterisk, the Cretaceous explosion that conquered Earth. There are over 7,000 species of true crabs alive today. Oceans, rivers, forests, deserts, coral reefs, deep-sea vents, they're everywhere. It started 200 million years ago. Some long-bodied crustacean ancestor flattened out, tucked its tail, widened its shell, the first true crab. Then came the Cretaceous period. Between 145 and 66 million years ago, crabs exploded. Paleontologists call it the Cretaceous crab revolution. 80% of modern crab families originated during this time. Crabs developed crushing claws capable of shattering mollusk shells. They became specialized predators, hunting down snails and clams with surgical precision. Some developed paddle legs for swimming. Others developed digging legs for burrowing. In 2021, scientists found a crab preserved in amber. Tree sap. Crabs were climbing trees 100 million years ago, 50 million years earlier than anyone predicted. Today's crabs range from the Japanese spider crab, 13-foot leg span, largest arthropod on Earth, to pea crabs a few millimeters across that live inside oysters. Hydrothermal vents where water boils, Antarctic seas where everything freezes, pitch-black caves, desert sand, true crabs occupy every possible niche. 7,000 species, every ocean, every continent, the most successful body plan crustaceans ever evolved. And 4 other groups looked at that success and said, we want that. So evolution made them crabs too. 5 times 5 separate lineages, 5 evolutionary paths leading to the same destination, the crab. We still don't know exactly why. Scientists have theories. Protection, no exposed belly for predators to attack. Stability, wide, flat body that can't be flipped. Versatility, modular legs that can evolve for any purpose. Hiding, fits under rocks where long-bodied animals can't go. But these are guesses. Educated guesses, yes. But the honest truth is we don't fully understand what makes the crab shape so inevitable. What we do know is this. When evolution runs the same experiment 5 times and gets the same result, that result is working. The crab body plan solves problems that other crustacean body plans don't. And it's not over. Right now, somewhere in the ocean, some crustacean lineage that hasn't tried being a crab yet might be flattening out, widening, tucking its tail. Give evolution another 50 million years and we'll probably have a 6th carcinization event. Maybe a 7th. Because if being a crab keeps working, there's no reason for evolution to stop making crabs. Which carcinization shocked you most? The giant coconut crabs that left their shells, the king crabs still twisted inside, the fact that this keeps happening at all. Drop your thoughts below. Evolution doesn't have goals, but sometimes the pattern is so clear it feels like it does. Next week, the creatures that survived every mass extinction, what they have that dinosaurs didn't.